Efendim Akustikhane'ye hoş geldiniz. Bugün konumuz Secret Night Gang ve az evvel kendilerinin performanslarını dinledik. İnanılmaz bir heyecandı. Biz uzundur her Londra'ya geldiğimizde bir etkinliğimiz var. Herkesin görmesini istediğimiz bir yer var. Bolca oraya gidiyoruz. Bunun mekan ismi Ronnie Scott's. Dünyanın en iyi caz kulüplerinden bir tanesi. Bu ekibi orada dinleme fırsatını da bulmuştuk aynı zamanda. Ve yine bu ekip bugün bizi çok heyecanlandırdı. Umarım siz de aynı şeyleri düşünürsünüz. Birazcık şimdi onlarla konuşacağız. Nasıl bir yolculuk var? İngiltere'deki jazz scene'inde neler oluyor? Ya da dünyanın başka yerlerinde neler oluyor üzerine sohbet edeceğiz. Guys, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks
It
for
was a
having us.
great pleasure to meet you and to listen to your music today.
Thank you so much.
First of all, playing jazz is a magical thing, I think. But in these times, in 2025, it's not the most popular thing to listen to jazz all over the world. But when you start to listen to jazz, then you start to feel it, start to vibe with it. And today it was an amazing experience for us. Also, I love jazz and I loved your music. So, what do you think about the jazz scene in London and also in all of England and all over the world?
I think that London in the UK has a sort of new jazz scene coming through, and jazz in London is not necessarily the traditional way of playing jazz. It's changing and evolving with this mixture of genres now. So, you know, jazz is turning into this thing where playing reggae, dub, soul music, funk music, hip hop music can all be combined into one sound, and that's what we're trying to do with our music anyways. Combine multiple genres all into one and create a sound that's individual to us, which has jazz elements, but it also originates from a lot of other musical backgrounds as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about Secret Night Gang. What's the motivation behind this journey of yours?
So if I'm being honest with you, in terms of, well, my first experience was basically going to Love Supreme Festival, maybe 7 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And saw like some of the most amazing bands. So my main influence is some of Colin's influences as well. But it even goes longer than that, as a thing of, because we've been friends for quite a long time. We'd always wanted to write music, but for some reason there was something holding me back. But then going to the festival like Love Supreme and seeing people like Layla Hathaway, Earth, Wind and Fire, George Clinton and the Funkadelics, and up and coming Tom Misch coming through, the James Taylor Quartet and so on, it lit a spark in me that I never felt before, and I wanted to write music with someone that I've grown up with for years, and I don't see any better way, to be honest with you, so I feel blessed for that. So
Yeah, definitely. And you know, me and Kemani have known each other since we were 7 years old, so it's been a long journey. And you know, after that festival that we went to, we were both so inspired as young kids, and we were like, you know, we got to come back and write music. And also, I guess our motivation as well is to spread some good music and positive energy, you know. Make sure that the message in the lyrics, and make sure that the energy of the music is you know, putting out a positive message, because you know the world's in a pretty bad state right now. So you know, it's important that any music that we play and any messages that we write in our lyrics is important to help the world, and to help the world feel love again, and you know, inspire people.
First album of yours is 2021, right?
Yeah.
And the second one is 2023.
that's right.
Yeah. Very cool albums. I listened to them last week while I'm driving, and
Nice.
love them. What's the story behind? How did you record the both albums?
Let's start with album one.
You play together. We call it hücum kayıt in our language.
Yeah.
You all play together.
Yeah, so the first album, most of it was done in a studio called Blueprint Studios in Manchester. So we rehearsed up the music, got together in the studio, and just recorded for 2 or 3 days, I think it was. And then we come back and did some overdubs and stuff. But both of the albums were sort of created in a space together, you know?
Yeah, like a little fun fact, like so the three of us at one point, we would like meet up in secret to go to this like little rehearsal room like in Manchester in a place called Old Trafford. And we would literally rehearse there till all kinds of hours and stuff.
Yeah.
And the bassist at the time, his son literally like turned around to him one day and said, "Oh, Dad, I've joined a gang at school." And like the dad was just like mortified, petrified as to be like, "He's only 5 years old. What's going on? Like, why is he joined a gang at this age?" So he's quizzing him. He's asking him questions about like, "Okay, so what's this gang about? Why have you done this?" And when he's explaining it to him, he's thinking, "Oh, actually, it's quite innocent." And so he turns around to him and says to him, "Okay, son, so what's the name of this like group that you're in?" And he turns around to his father and he goes, "It's called the Secret Night Gang." and he turns around to himself and he says, "That's not a half bad name, but." He like, at first we were very much like against it because we were like, well, I mean, we don't know, we were like umming and ahhing about it.
Yeah.
But then as like time went on and we were like growing like very, I wouldn't say frustrated, but for those that have bands, the first thing that they know is going to be hard is coming up with an actual name because it's just so many things
sure.
there. But the amount of like names that we went through, but the only one that actually made sense and stuck with us for the entirety of the time was Secret Night Gang.
Yeah.
So then that's how Secret Night Gang came to pass anyway. And then we would rehearse there and then we'd record like in Blueprint Studios, right?
Yeah, in Blueprint. And we recorded in some other studios as well for the second album. And the second album consisted of us recording a basis and stacking more layers on top of each other and, you know, hundreds of vocals. And now we've just released our new single as well, which came out a month ago. And yeah, we're going to release another single soon. And there's going to be an album on the way as well.
How about, what do you feel when you release a new song? How do the audience react?
I mean, I think that's the exciting part about it as well, because we're like going into different like genres and testing the water, so to speak. It's hard to know how like the die-hard fans are gonna react to it and stuff like that. So for me personally, I find it quite nerve-wracking, but also exciting because like it's just good to get feedback regardless of what it is from our people because we care what they think, you know. So. I don't know about you, Colin.
Yeah, I think it's important. You know, it's that exciting thing. You're kind of nervous that you hope that people enjoy it, but it's really exciting to release new music, and we're always trying to push the sound and the genre boundary. So, you know, we know that our die-hard fans will come and support us, but you know, it's important to get the new fans on board with what we're doing as well. So,
I think the social media does the greatest job these days.
Yeah.
That's why we asked you to play a Turkish tune.
Yeah.
And that's a very, very ancient song from Aşık Veysel. And you played the tune. Thank you very much.
Oh,
you don't have any rehearsals about the tune, but you didn't miss.
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope it was an okay version.
Yeah. Maybe we're gonna see. We're gonna see. If you missed, then we won't air it. Yeah. So, for your future fans in our country, what do you want to tell them about your music? And you, in your thoughts, how do they start listening to your music? Maybe what's the first song they should listen?
Oh, wow. Oh, you going there? That's a great question. I think you're gonna find something that caters to your taste. I think that's the best way I can answer it. Like you're gonna find something, or you're gonna find a tune of ours that you're gonna find yourself very acquainted with, and that way you kind of like hopefully go through the archives of what Secret Night Gang's been doing. So whether you find The Sun, or if you find a tune like Find a Way, or even if you find a remix that we've done with Zed Bias, you're gonna find some form of Secret Night Gang somewhere in the world. So I think the best thing I could say to you is just to keep your mind open and like just enjoy the music hopefully, and then share it with your friends and your friends' friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think, you know, both albums are such a musical journey and they go through so many different genres. And as Kemani said, it caters for everyone. You know, there's hip hop music on there, there's disco music on there, there's funk music on there, there's jazz music on there. So, you know, there's such a wide range of genre that, yeah, just let it take you on a journey and sit there and get lost in the album, you know?
Literally.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming and playing.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
I think we're gonna air this episode like in July, beginning of July.
Amazing.
And let's hope that we're gonna have a gig with you in Istanbul.
Definitely. Well, that'd be amazing.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Secret Night Gang'le tanıştık. Müzikleriyle devam edelim.